So 2010 was a very important year for the profession with the move towards national registration. And I was involved with the Chiropractic Association of Victoria at that time. It was a tricky time with a few little road bumps along the way, but I think as time has progressed, this is certainly a system that is working well and suits, I think, the chiropractic profession and indeed allied health.
That was even more tumultuous than the ACA and the UCA, because not only we're bringing the registration boards together, but also to do it with all the professions together.
But our CEO of the time, Christina Brown, she just took us through that really beautifully. But that was an important thing that happened.
And then in 2011, the Just Start Walking app, supported by Matthew Mitchum. And look, these have been terrific campaigns because we've been able to go back to them as a resource with just about everything that we do. And I think these apps are not only super professional, but it's really something that the media can grab hold of and is, great use to members of the public.
What I've seen the ACA do is build on campaigns that have created an identity for the profession around health issues that not only the public can understand, but other healthcare providers.
It's great to have research that is well founded in clinical practice and clinical behaviours, and then that is just a springboard to really promote what the profession does well.
The ACA provide Masters of Research and PhD scholarships, ACORN, university-based chiropractic programs.
Laurie is very considered, very strategic in his thought process. He was a very, very hard worker. He was very involved with all of the big projects.
Laurie was terrific. He was a really good introduction to me to the world of chiropractic politics and how a board works. He was very inspirational, Laurie, and I learnt so much from him.
The last time I was president, when Dr. Matt Fisher came on board, that was a very tumultuous time. And the fact that we came through that, and I think we've come out of it a lot stronger in terms of not just as a profession, but as an association, largely due to the leadership of Matt during that time. And we had a lot of time in front of the media trying to answer questions, and we managed to get through that quite nicely and come out of it quite strongly at the end.
The good things that came out of it were the quality care statement, was a much greater communication between the National Association and the branches. And I think that was probably one of the genesis that drove forward the idea that amalgamation was a possibility.
So of course the biggest thing in recent years has been the restructure, where we went from a federated entity with companies in all the states and territories across Australia into a single unit and transformed from the CAA back to the ACA. And I think this has been extremely positive for the profession.
Before that, there was a lot of groundwork went into that. There was 3.5 years of just the restructure committee and meeting on a very, very regular basis, working through all of the ins and outs of developing a new constitution. It was an amazing process to go through, and I think the end result was brilliant.
We now have equitable services across the country. Members pay the same fee whether you're in Western Australia or New South Wales. They get the same services, but it's more streamlined, more centralised, and this has been absolutely essential in dealing with Safer Care Victoria.
2019 was a big year for chiropractic. As we know, the Safer Care Victoria panel was put together, and I was the chiropractic representation on that panel. And I'm really grateful to the ACA because they are supporting the profession to upskill in professionalism, and we need that representation at a national level, and ACA do a really good job of representing the profession in that way.
Matthew and his team have really worked hard at creating the relationships that are going to drive this profession forward.
So even in the last 12 to 18 months, we've had big things happen within the ACA for the profession. We've had our Reconciliation Action Plan. This is so important in terms of acknowledging First Peoples and really engaging with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. We've had ACE, the Australasian Institute of Chiropractic Education, so critical as far as a mature profession. We've got a way to go there, but where the board is very excited about the future of ACE.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
30 years in existence. Happy birthday, ACA.